Hey everybody, just going to shoot a quick update on my office tank here. I just finished topping off the water. The water level had gone down about maybe half an inch. Being an open top tank, I tend to lose a lot of water to evaporation. And this tank, I top it off quite a lot between water changes. This is one of my tanks that I won't call it neglected, but I tend to do less frequent water changes on this tank than I do some of the ones I have downstairs in my fish room. But everybody seems well and happy, so I'm not too concerned about it. I recently removed the big pothos plant I had in the back. Not only were the leaves blocking a lot of the light and reducing visibility into the tank, but the root system had gotten into the tank so badly that it was all the way down in the back of the tank, and all that open space you can see back there was all filled with roots. So I cleared all that out. I removed a bunch of the Java moss that was growing all over everything in there. Cleared off the power head in the back so you can see that a little more easily. It does have some Java moss growing on it, but not enough to stop the flow of water very much. And out of the 5 black skirt tetras that I recently added to this tank, all 5 of them are still alive and well. And I'm still probably going to add a Bolivian ram to this tank. Maybe an Apisto if I get down to one of my better fish stores. I know the PetSmart or the Petco might sell the Bolivian rams, but I'm probably not going to get an Apisto, or maybe a dwarf pike cichlid or something might go in this tank. I don't know. I want to put something in here, but I want to do something to control the population of the redwag platies. I do sort of like the way we see about 1 million red and black fish swimming around in there, but I got to do something about it. They just keep breeding and breeding and breeding. They seem to have sort of self-regulated their population. They never seem to exceed about what we're seeing now. I'm not really sure what the mechanism behind the regulation is, whether they just hold their birth while, if there's too many fish in the tank. I don't know if maybe they start eating some of their own young if there's too many fish in the tank. I'm not really sure, again, what the mechanism behind the population control is, but it doesn't ever get really out of control. It gets about like this, and it's just been like this for the last year or so. So we'll see. We'll get something in there. Don't know what it's going to be for sure yet, but we will get something in there fairly soon. Other than that, not a whole lot to talk about in here. This tank always just sort of ticks over like a clock. I did pull a dead platy out of there about a week ago. That's not that uncommon of an event. When you have this many in a tank over time, you do wind up pulling a few out now and again. And so other than that, again, not a whole lot to talk about in this tank. So there you go, just a good look at the office tank now that we've opened it up and cleared it out. And for my regular watchers, I will add that I actually did put the cover back on the filter. I've had it sitting here open for a very long time because this filter cover used to rattle when it was on there, and it no longer does. It's nice and quiet, and so I went ahead and put it back on there. We will still get some of the Java moss growing out of here, and eventually it'll sort of reattach and grow across the front, and we'll have some of that cool looking moss hanging out of the filter again. So thanks for watching this one, everybody. I hope you enjoyed that. Make sure you're subscribed, and don't forget I do a live stream every Friday night and Sunday night at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Hope to see you then.